All right, are you all ready? Ready for class? Come on in. Welcome. Glad to have you here. You can set up wherever you feel comfortable. Let's see, what kind of band would you like? An orange band, okay. Everybody's got a band and a mat. You need a medium and a heavy plate. You're welcome. How's everybody doing today? Good. You ready? Yes. You excited? Awesome. Great. Looks like everybody's got what they need. Does anybody want a different color band? Everybody all right? Great. Awesome. All right, let's do it. Hi, I'm Susie Christensen, 79 Collis Lane, Chester, New Jersey. This is Peak Performance in Chester, and I am filming CX Works Release 16. Hi class, I'm Susie. So glad to have you here. We have an awesome 30-minute core workout today. It's CX Release 16. We're focusing on the activation of the posterior chain and the importance of working our posterior chain when we're training our core. How's that sound? Everybody ready for a great class today? Awesome. Let's start by laying on the mat, feet towards the bikes. Your feet are close to your butt. And get a new song going to get our intro song up. All right. You want your hands underneath your lower back. You want your abs braced to push your lower back into your hands. Your knees are right over your hips. Watch me now. We're going to be lifting our hips, lifting our legs 2 and 2. Here we go. Come with me. Up, 2, down, 2. You want right angles with your knees. Leading with the hips. The knees stop right over the hips. Single leg switch. Front leg first. Front, back, front, back. Keeping the right angles with your knees. Tapping your foot down, just like you're tapping a drum. 2 feet together again. Up, 2, good. Want your knees to stop right over your hips. You can bring your hands out from under your lower back, but keep your abs braced to push that lower back toward the floor. 1 more. Up, up. Single leg switch. Front leg first and front, back. Awesome. Feel a little bit of warmth in those lower abs. We warm those up. Great. Everyone's looking good. How you feeling? Awesome. Fingertips to temples. Cross crawl. And front, back. Great. You're bringing your shoulder across to the opposite knee. You're still tapping your feet down like you're tapping a drum. You want your knees to stop right over your hips. 2 feet down, close to your butt. Push your hips up to the ceiling. Squeeze your butt. Try to push up a little bit higher. We're warming up those glutes. Are you ready to pulse it out? Here we go. Up, up, up. Squeeze with every pulse. Stop and hold here. Come back down, fingertips to temples. Cross crawl. Go. Front, back. Can you lift your shoulders a little higher? Keep your elbows out nice and wide. Looking good. Getting our obliques warmed up for a great class. You want to stop your knees just over the hips. Stop your knees when they get to your hip level. Good. I know, that's good. Feet on the floor, triple pulse. 3, 2, 1, arms overhead. 3, 2, good. Warm up the shoulders as the arms come overhead. You want to tuck your chin in, look through your knees, and squeeze those ribs down to your hips. Awesome. Can you get your shoulders up a little bit higher? You starting to feel warm? Woo. All right. Nice job. Sit up. We're going to start our hover track. On your elbows. Elbows right underneath your shoulders. Knees a little bit wider than hip width. Curl your toes. If you want to, come up onto your toes. You want a nice, long, flat back. Your abs are braced to protect your lower back. You want your butt down. We're going to start lifting the legs. Right leg first. Up, down, left leg. Up, down. Right, down, left. All right, you want to keep your butt nice and low so that your back is flat. Your foot is just lifting to butt level, and that's it. You don't need to lift your foot any higher than your hip. Looking good. Are you ready to get busy? You ready to get wild? Okay. Triple time, here we go. Stomp, 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 awesome. Stomp your feet down like your legs are bars of steel. Keep your hips square, stomp it out a little bit wider. Awesome. Down to your knees, right arm comes forward, side, forward, and in. Front, side, good. You want your hips and your shoulders square. If your hips and your shoulders are square, come up onto your toes. Nice. If you're feeling up for it, you can make it a little bit tougher and lift the opposite leg. Only if your hips are staying square should you stay here. Awesome. Roll onto your back. You can have the option of no plate, or you can grab one of your plates. We're going to be crunching it up. Knees are over your hips. Plate is on your chest. Triple crunch. Here we go. Up. 2, 3. Release. Up. 2, 3. You want the plate over your shoulders. Sliding your ribs toward your hips. Knees are staying right over your hips. If you feel it more in your legs than your abs, keep your knees bent. You can even put your feet on the floor if you need to. Hold it here and pulse it out. Let's get ridiculous. Here we go. How's everybody doing? Then let's hear it. All right. That plate is going straight up over the shoulders. Boom. Half time. Plate down. You can do it all on the other side. So come into your hover. Elbows right under your shoulders. You can be on your knees, or if you're up for it, come up onto your toes. Now let's remember that great form. Looking good, everyone. You ladies are strong. Abs are braced to protect that lower back. We're starting lifting, left foot first. Left, down, right. You want to lift your foot just to hip level. Keep your butt down while you're doing it. Keep the hips square. If you go on an option, you can just lower your knees. So you can down with the knee. That's a great option. If you're up for it, you can keep lifting your feet. Who's ready to get loud in the crowd? Y'all ready? Awesome. Triple time. Stomp, stomp. Awesome. How hard can you stomp that floor and keep your back straight and your abs turned on? Come out a little bit wider. Nice. Knees to the floor, left arm. Out, side, out, and in. Brace those abs a little bit harder to keep your hips square. You can do it. If you're up for it, up onto your toes. Only if your hips are square. And lift the opposite leg. Nice. Looking good. Push that forearm into the floor. Awesome. Roll onto your back. If you're feeling fatigued, no plate is a fine option. You can grab a plate if you want to. Knees right over hips. Plate on your chest. I know you're feeling this. That's why you're here. Let's go. Triple pulse. Up. 2, 3. Down. Great. That plate is going to try to go right towards your feet. You want to keep it directly over your shoulders. You want a little bit of a tougher option. Right over your eyes. Looking good. You want to be sliding those ribs down toward your hips. All right. Hold it here. Pulse it out. Up. This is it. We're pulsing it to the end. Keep that plate right over your shoulders. Tune in. Awesome. Woo! Okay, plate down, grab your tube.